Hi, and welcome to Old Time Knowledge. I will be posting another recipe video tomorrow, but I have something on my mind and I really wanted to make a video about this. Also, this is not my house. This is a Zoom background. I have just realized that I can do this. I can record these videos on Zoom with these backgrounds, and I don't have to worry about the fact that I've got some remodeling happening in the room behind me. Well, not at this hour of the night, but there's a little bit of disarray behind me in this room. So I like having this Christmas background because it's festive and it looks cozy. So anyway, I haven't made a video about this and I'm not planning to like change what my videos are about, but I ran a survey 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was a poll about food shortages. And I think like 50 or 60 of you responded to that you were seeing shortages in your area. We've definitely been seeing some different shortages here, but I'm kind of getting alarmed at the things that are short right now and the things that I've noticed have been in shortages in the last couple of weeks, especially. And I'm really curious if any of you have been seeing these same shortages in your area. Check your local, like for instance, I do a lot of Walmart grocery pickup. Check your local Walmart grocery and see if they have saltines. At our local Walmart for the past couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, you can only get the Walmart brand saltines. They don't have the name brand saltines. The different sour cream, they don't have, they're having a hard time keeping in stock the kinds that we might normally get. There are definitely a lot of the Christmas candies they don't have. There are some of the different baking goods that you might typically use this time of year that are in very limited supply, or they only have brands that you're not used to buying and that sort of thing. I don't know where things are going to go with all of this. I do know that, and some of you might have read about it a couple of weeks ago, or might have been a week ago, Philadelphia Cream Cheese was offering to pay people $20 not to make a cheesecake for Christmas. And from what I'm hearing, that's improving cream cheese stock in grocery stores. Maybe that's it. Maybe they just happen to have more now. I don't know. But I'm puzzled because of the fact that I had read a couple of months ago that there was way too much milk. There was way more milk and it was going to, it was going to flood the market. It was going to be too much. But then things that you make with milk, there's not enough of. Sour cream, cream cheese, it seems like yogurt's hit and miss as far as which kind of yogurt you want to get. But as we're going into 2022, we're going into winter. It's actually now, like we're right there at the first of winter. And especially with the ominous promise from the White House that the people in this country who've opted to not go with the recommendations of the White House about, what, that they have in store for them. How did they put it? A winter of severe illness and death for themselves and for their family members. Now, we know next year is a midterm election. Things are likely to get kind of heated up and crazy. And I really just feel like I want to say, don't worry, I'm not going to get political. I don't have anything political to say. But what I do want to say is, people, you need to just make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're prepared for whatever kind of shutdowns might happen in the next few months. It seems like it's a possibility that people who might be moving the gears of power might want to tighten the screws on us, to bring about some desired result. I don't know what that result might be. I'm really not like a big conspiracy theorist, but I'm just watching the news. Well, I don't watch the news. I read the news. I read from a wide variety of sources because I don't like propaganda. So I have to read from like a wide variety of sources from different political perspectives. And then I can sort of get the kernel of truth by reading all of it. But I'm concerned about what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing weird stuff happening around the world. And I'm sure all of you are as well. There are definitely plenty of channels on YouTube talking about it. So I just really want to say, as we're going into the new year here in about about 2 weeks, not quite 2 weeks, just be prepared. Make sure you're stocked up on all of your pantry staples. Make sure you've thought about what you're going to do if for some reason there's a power outage, if there's shutdowns like there were in March of 2020, where people couldn't go to the grocery store for a long time, and people were having a hard time getting toilet paper and things like that. Make sure you're stocked up on your basics. There's really no reason at this point. And I would like to think all of you already are. I hope I'm preaching to the choir here. I hope you all already know that this is just the adult thing to do. But if not, I know you're thinking about probably making sure you've got all your Christmas shopping done and that sort of thing. But you've got to set some money aside and make sure you're doing this as well. Because your family will thank you for it next year if there is another shutdown and people aren't able to get out and they're not able to do their shopping and you're having to wait in lines. I don't know if y'all remember this, how it was with Walmart last year with the grocery pickup. You couldn't even schedule it. They weren't even, scheduling it for much of, you would have to schedule it maybe a few days out because it was just, that was the only way people could get groceries. But just be prepared. I want us, as we go into the new year, to be able to not worry, not be too stressed out, and not find ourselves in a bind if things go sideways. So that's all for now. Like I said, I'll be posting a recipe video tomorrow, and I would love to hear from some of you what you're seeing in your area. If you're seeing any shortages, if you're seeing any, issues with, I don't know if it's not having enough employees. I don't know if it's got to do with the trucks. There's just a lot of different variables, but I would just really love to hear from any of you on this. Are any of you concerned about any of this? Do you feel like you're well prepared? Are you indifferent about it because you don't think anything's going to happen? Let me know in the comments below because I want to hear about it. All right. Look for another video from me tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.